Hey guys, what is up? Divine Venom here, and today I am bringing you my class setup, or what I have right now. As you can see, I'm a level 34 at the moment, and I would have different classes at level 50, but this is just some things to show some people if, let's say, they're in the lower levels and don't know any ideas of some good classes. So, my first class is called Snipes, and for my primary, I use the L96. With this I use extended mags because I often find that I need a little bit of extra ammo on my sniper to finish the guys off, or just to have a little extra with me if I need it. I then use the Python Akimbo because it works very well when I'm in close quarter situations that I couldn't handle with, say, the sniper rifle. I also use the Tomahawk, which I generally just use for fun because I find it makes really cool kills and things like that. I also use the flashbang so I can flash my enemy before I kill them, so they can't see anything and they can't really fight back. I also use the claymore, but sometimes I will use the motion sensor depending on if I have it unlocked and also the situation. I also use ghosts so I can't be seen by UAVs. Basically, you want to have as much protection as possible, such as using claymores and ghosts when you're sniping, because sniping's as hard as it is already in Black Ops. You need all the help you can get. I also use sleight of hand, and this is pro, but I don't really need it because it doesn't affect sniper rifles. And I also use ninja because I don't like being heard and I don't like other people hearing me. Now, my next class is the AK-74U. And this is basically my tryhard class, if you will, when I'm playing Search and Destroy. This has a grip on it to reduce recoil, and also an RPG to get the campers out of those windows and things. I also use a frag grenade for the campers again, and I also use a flashbang, once again, so they can't see anything. I sometimes use C4, I sometimes use Claymore. Claymore you can kind of place down, and if you put it in the right place, it's a free kill. I also use this class for Search and Destroy, so I don't really worry about running out of ammo, which is why I use Flak Jacket. Flak Jacket allows me to basically run through explosives. Instead of switching out something like Ninja, I could just, switching out Ninja for something like Hacker, I could just run past the explosives instead of having to, even though I can see them, having to neutralize them still. I also use Sleight of Hand Pro, which you'll see on most of my classes, just because I like being able to reload faster, and I also use Ninja, so once again, people can't hear me. And then my next class I call Unfair, and it's the FAMAS with a blue dot sight. Now, for those of you that don't know, supposedly the blue dot sight reduces recoil on the FAMAS, and I found this to actually be true. It reduces recoil a lot and makes for much more accurate shots. I also use the Python dual wield on this class just because it's good at close range. I also use the frag grenade, and I also use the flashbang as you can see in most of my classes. I use a claymore in this, once again for free kills, although if I'm rushing I might use C4. I like putting C4 between the explosive plant zones for like Search and Destroy. It helps me out a lot. I also use Scavenger because I normally play this class in respawn game types, and I always like having that extra ammo on hand, as in many of my other classes I use Sleight of Hand and Ninja. My next class is called my support class, because I use this class when I'm supporting my team. So I have the Stoner 67 here, and with a red dot sight. And I normally use this to sit back, get my team some UAVs or Blackbirds, whatever they really need. I also use the Python dual wield, and I use the flashbang as well as the frag grenade, and the claymore for protecting my back when I'm camping, if you will. I like to call it patrolling an area because I don't really stay in one spot. I move around a little bit. I also use Scavenger so I can keep on picking up ammo without having to trade out guns, which is a big thing for me because I really hate having to trade out my gun for someone else's. It just doesn't feel right to me. I also use Sleight of Hand Pro and Ninja, like in my other classes. And the camos don't really matter to me. I put random camos on pretty much. this is my Search and Destroy rushing class, and this is more of a fun class. I use the Stakeout with Grip, which when you get off at the beginning of a game, you can rush into the enemy spawn area pretty much, or close to the enemy spawn, and it's really good for those quick kills when they're coming your way and you're going their way. I also use the RPG more as a fun thing than anything else, but it does provide some good damage at range, which I find is generally pretty effective. Although it's not the most accurate thing like the Law, it has 2 shots in it. I also use the Frag Grenade, the Flashbang like in my other classes, and for this I generally use the C4 because it's a rushing class. Now in this class I use Flak Jacket because this way I can run through enemy explosives that they put down, especially near the spawn. I use this as opposed to Lightweight because I generally find that Lightweight I'm running into more claymores and things. I also use Sleight of Hand Pro, which is very effective on shotguns, and Ninja, so that they can't hear me when I'm rushing them. Now this is called my Hardcore Fun class. I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments about the name, but basically what I do with this class is I just go into like hardcore free-for-all or team deathmatch, and all I do is spray. So this is the M60 with extended mags, which is actually called big ammo on the gun, and it puts all of your ammo into one clip, so you never have to reload if you don't want to. Well, you couldn't unless you have Scavenger, really. And basically all I do is spray. It's extremely effective. If for some reason I would run out of ammo, which I probably wouldn't with Scavenger, I have the Python, and generally the ACOG is sort of frowned upon because it seems so stupid, but it's actually very effective in hardcore because it's almost like a sniper. I also use the Frag Grenade as well as Flashbang and C4. I use Scavenger so I can pick up extra ammo if I need it, and I use Steady Aim to sort of narrow the spray of bullets to make it a lot more effective for kills and things, as well as the M60 can fire through walls, most thin walls, and Steady Aim just helps out a lot, especially at close quarters. And on this class I also use Ninja. Now this class is called my Awkward class, and it's actually the Mac 11 with extended mags, and I find on most sniper rifles it helps, or sorry, not sniper rifles, submachine guns, except for the AK-40 or AK-74U. It really helps if you have extended mags on, especially on the Mac 11 because this thing is like a Nerf gun if you don't have it and you're always having to reload. I also use Kimbo Pythons, Frag Grenade, Flashbang, and either C4 or Claymore, generally C4. I also carry Scavenger because it runs out of ammo very quickly, Sleight of Hand so I can reload faster, and Ninja so they cannot hear me. Now, I hope you enjoyed this video. I just posted it so I can give players that don't really have much of an idea what to do for a class some different options that they may not have thought of, as well as to share sort of my ideas with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned some things. So if you could please leave a comment or a like or just a rating in general. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, possibly subscribe if you like my videos. I really appreciate it. It's what keeps me making videos. So thank you guys so much, and this is Divine Venom signing off. Thank